Yeah, because Walmart don't be having all this shit either.
No, bro. Dude, like stores like Best Buy, Walmart, they don't be having shit sometimes.
And that's what I mean. I like going to Radio Shack because it's like, it was just like this. It was like it was little. You go to Walmart, you got to park, got to walk all the way,
yeah.
and then find the shit, and ask someone if they don't have it, and you know, fucking deal with a bunch of people. Man, Radio Shack ain't out.
Yeah.
I miss that shit. Yeah, man, but shit is cool, bro. Fucking got a monitor and everything now.
Yeah. Little upgrades, little by little, man. Some of it was just being creative too, cause I've been having that little TV for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just sitting around and shit.
Yeah, watching other podcasts as well, bro.
Right.
Just getting ideas from them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have a monitor and they show their guest shit. I'm like,
Right.
Let me try something like that.
Yeah, dude. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. I also finished the fucking sign, bro. I was lagging on that hard, bro.
Oh, yeah.
At least majority, like over half of my episodes, bro.
Right.
It was just the A to Z blank for a while.
And so you filled it in, or did
Yeah.
Dre did the colors too for the.
Yeah, he did the A to Z, everything, like those letters,
right.
And then everything around it I did.
Oh, cool.
Even the glowing.
Oh, nice. Okay, that looks dope.
I'm still not finished. I still gotta add the little red. What's that red thing called in Rockford? It's like a big ass statue. I think it's in
I think
Mississippi Park.
They call it the symbol.
The symbol?
Yeah, I don't know if it has an actual name though.
Yeah, I was gonna add it like right there.
It used to be downtown.
Yeah, dude, wasn't it like kind of like right here by that Western Union right there on Kish?
No, it used to be
I swear I used to see something like that. It was in the corner.
They used to be on, like, fuck's right there. Like, you know where Cortman is? Cortman's?
No.
Fuck. Right, like, where the Metro Center is?
Okay, yeah.
Right there where North Main and South Main.
Yeah.
It used to be like, it didn't used to be a street. It was just like a big ass, it was all blocked off.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be able like to just walk and shit. But it was in the center. And then they took that away and then they made it into a street.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they moved. I can't remember how they moved that bitch though.
Oh, dude, they had to take it apart.
Yeah, it was had to be in pieces. Yeah, I was long as fucking time ago. Yeah, but it was like 2 blocks. It was just closed. It was just like a they call it like a pedestrian mall. Like you had to park and then walk into it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But now you know what I'm saying, you could park on the street. And there wasn't a street, that's what I mean. It was just closed off. I liked it better that way, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, bro. I just remember seeing it. I was like, "What the fuck is that, bro?"
And then slide and shit.
Yeah, and then later on, bro, people like I don't know if it was always a symbol, but people like started, like showing it off.
Right.
Like in pictures.
Yeah.
Like paintings and T-shirts.
It's like noticeable and shit.
Yeah.
Bitch is probably heavy as fuck too.
Yeah, bro. It took a lot of welding.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I know there's more of a story behind it, but I just who designed it and shit like that. It's fucking old, that thing. It's at least 40 years old.
Oh shit. That's pretty old.
I think someone got paid to contracted to design it or whatever the fuck.
Now I also seen too, bro. They right there by Oliver's Taco. I forgot that roundabout.
Oh yeah.
They also added like another statue too.
Yeah, that was another one. It was at another location, but that was a part of like the mural shit too.
Oh really? They moved it, huh?
But like, they're doing sculptures every 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So next year, if people like do sculptures, they could submit. Cause I got a Mexican dude. He does shit out of steel. Like he's fucking dope. But they weren't taking any applications for him this year.
I'm trying to think. Rockford, local.
Yeah, his name's what the fuck's his name? His last name's Duarte.
Oh, okay.
I think it's I can't think his damn name. Mario. His name's Mario Duarte.
Oh, okay.
And he does some cool ass shit, but he's making like tables and shit for people. Where he does like he'll make like I see him do like this big ass sunflower for like someone's garden, but like all like scrap metal. I think he works with metal, and I think he just uses the scrap to
Oh, dope.
make some crazy shit.
Yeah, that recycling game is pretty fun. They're like recycled cans.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You got shitload.
Yeah. I still got some in other spots.
Oh, like in stores and shit.
Yeah, the Bubble Hive downtown. What's it called? The McPherson.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to remember, man. I had them at a few spots.
Right.
And then once the recent art scene came.
Oh yeah. Gather them and shit.
Yeah, I gathered them, and then once I had them all together, I was like, "Whoa, this is a lot."
Man, no shit. Fuck.
And I didn't want to take them back. So, well, depending, man, because some of them, yeah, I feel like they're not treating them right. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I kind of took them away.
You don't deserve this shit.
Yeah, bro.
They should talk to shit. Probably Dana would hold some too, man.
Oh yeah. But low key, bro, like the more, I mean, not really the more, like, but the more I fuck with it, the more time I take. Like some of these I've been holding on for like at least a few weeks to a few months.
Right, yeah, man.
I definitely don't just cut it, slap play, and then just be like,
simple,
yeah, I'm selling it. Nah, bro, I take my time.
Yeah.
Definitely try to be creative.
Got to.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to give them more of a backstory. You know, like each can has its own backstory on how it looks, and what it's meant for. You know? Like good vibes to watch over you. You know, what's those things, man? It's usually they sculpt them, and then it's like a little thing, and usually protects against evil. And like I know,
like a totem.
Yeah, like a totem.
That'd be cool if you put something like that together, bro.
Yeah.
Can't totem. That'd be wild.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because some of them I for sure do give them that love of like, you know, wherever your next home is, you know.
Right.
Like.
Yeah, you put the lights in them and shit.
Yeah, dude.
I know. Yeah, dudes from Chicago really liked them. The guys who won that battle.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're like, man, that shit's fucking dope. Oh yeah, they do be fucking snapping.
Yeah, man. So far, those are the things that I get like the most positive feedback. You know, like dope, cool. You know. Yeah. Even if they don't say nothing, bro, I for sure notice people always give it that second look, like holy shit. What?
Right. Once you realize it's a fucking can.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, dude from Milwaukee, he did a few. The guy who made that rug.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a little different. Like he didn't cut the holes in them. He like painted them. I think he put like it looks like he put like Mr. Potato like the shoes and shit, and then the hands. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you know, his own flip. It looked cool though.
No, and I seen people too, bro, on Etsy, man. They have, man, bro, fucking crazy. Like these look dope, but the shit I see on Etsy, bro, it's very creative. They give them like actual faces. I don't know if it's a can, and then they do the same thing where they use clay,
right?
And and they mold sculpt it.
Yeah,
man, that should be looking dope, man.
So you know Brett Whitaker.
The last name sounds familiar.
You know if he does murals, man. But I'm gonna ask him what he does with his recycled cans. Cause I think that's what he does for a living, dude. I think he just paints murals. Cause he be like in Chicago, he be all over the place. Yeah, I know he be having like if you go to the studio, cause he's colorblind.
Really?
Yeah, he's crazy. But he like if you go to the studio's right there. You know where 317 is? Like the building next to it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been up in there before. Smith and Sons or whatever?
No.
He has a studio upstairs, and dude, his like, the way he has his cans is fucking, like, cause he's colorblind, dude, so it'll be like, you know, blue, baby blue, like all these shades of blue and shit, then purple, like all like it's perfect. But he goes through so many cans that I'm pretty sure he don't keep them fuckers, man. I should ask him next time I see him.
Yeah, I never push nobody to give me the cans because at the same time I don't know if they can recycle them and then that's money back for them, you know. Yeah, because me, I'm definitely not gonna pop a 94 or a Iron Lac just to make a monster. Hell no, that's for paint, man.
I know, them bitches are expensive.
Hell yeah, bro. So yeah, I usually wait with those cans, you know. Yeah. But that takes a minute because.
To use that bitch.
Yeah, bro. And I be painting random shit, bro. Like, just to paint in what's the color, and I'll just, like, draw on it. Yeah. But even that takes a minute.
Yeah, like I said, he be going through them, man. He be going through fucking cans. Like, see, he did the mural, I don't know if you saw it, in Love's Park. And it just says Love's Park. But, man,
no, I haven't.
But he used, like 122 colors.
Holy shit.
It looks crazy, but I mean that's what I mean, bro. He goes through cans, so I want to just throw it out there one day, just see what they do with those cans. Yeah. If he recycles them, I want to ask. If he says I throw them away, I'll be like, hold on a second. I know a guy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the season of muralists, damn, bro, they pretty snap. I know. I really love the peach one.
That shit came out crazy,
bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she said it's like one of her first times using cans. Like she says she never really used spray paint before.
I thought they used brushes.
Yeah, but she says she just wanted to try something different. But she said it's also. Cause I asked her, I'm like, well, you know, I'm not here to fucking tell you how to do whatever. You guys do whatever. But it's like, wouldn't you get more out of a can though? You know, like as far as like amount, because you know you get a different nozzle, you get like a big spray and shit instead of like having to go like this. She like for certain things, yeah, the can is definitely a lot better. And she did the faces all with like with the spray can, which is different. But you know, it's just like it's a lot of wrist techniques and like distance. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pressure on the finger.
Yeah. But she said she can like adjust it, like she could correct the mistakes on the fly, which is kind of, you know, cause I know Stuck does that shit too. Like if you fuck something up, you could just kind of like.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's something I learned. Cause since the last podcast, right? That you've been on, fucking, I went with Jay Skrilla and he showed me how to.
Oh really?
Yeah, bro. He showed me how.
Yeah.
Bro, it was so hard. I thought it was gonna be easy, fun, bro. It was not, bro. It was like very got to be on your shit, cause you know you're wasting the store owner's time and.
Oh, then when you guys did it for Lincoln.
Yeah. Yeah, that was mostly all Dre, bro. I did like the bottom stuff and then some weird ass alien.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. That shit was an eye opener. Like, oh.
I know, yeah. That's what I was telling like when Stuck did the one mural on Winnebago and East State. Like I think he said it took him like 72 hours. But I was like, bro, your forearm must be like.
Holy shit, 72 hours. Yeah, that's a lot.
I was like, bro, you probably could probably break a can. You know what I mean? Like a full soda can or some shit. Because it's all like he's just using his right hand, you know, and just spraying and, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, you definitely do get a sore.
Fuck yeah, he must he must be like numb to it to the point where it's just like his hands just like this and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fuck that, dude. I think he told me it took him like 70 something. I want to say 72 hours.
Holy shit.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Wait, were we good, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, we're good the whole time?
I thought y'all already...
Holy shit. No, it was a shot that you were just checking out.
No, I thought this was the start of the podcast. Because everything I'm doing now, like, if I make a change,
I just looked at that shit, too. Like, oh, people have been recording the whole time.
Yeah, man. So, Vic, if you can look into that camera, man, the GoPro, and summarize the platforms you use and the ones you prefer people to check out and look you up.
What's up, everyone? Vic Monsta, VicMonsta. I prefer Instagram. Instagram's kind of my go-to. It's at Vic Monsta. Message, comment. That's probably the easiest way to get a hold of me.
Oh my God, Vic, man! Thank you so much for coming back, bro.
Oh, yeah, appreciate it, dude. Hell yeah, it's always a good time. Always a good time out here.
Yeah, thank you, man. Dude, there's a bunch of stuff we gotta catch up on. We're definitely fucking around for the first 10 minutes. I mean, there's a lot of shit you've been up to, bro. And for a few of them that I'm just gonna name, a lot of them fairly recent, such as joining the council, Rockford Council. What's it called? Podcasting. 40 under 40 or 40. Yeah, 40 under 40 or 40 and 40.
40 under 40.
40 under 40. Battle at Levens. Another Baby Monster.
Oh yeah.
Congrats, bro.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I forgot.
yeah, bro. And then that's just a few, bro. Obviously, man, like there's a lot more that you've done. That's just recently, you know. And I definitely just want to start it off with how has the joining the Rockford Council been?
So the Rockford Area Art Council, the RAAC.
Yeah.
I mean, for those that don't know what the Art Council is, they like facilitate art scene, fall and spring, which is a big deal, and they also do a lot of programs, free programs for the community. They get a lot of funding to do these things. Mm-hmm. So recently I became a board member, but I also became their like social media ambassador. So if you see a lot of posts and stuff, it's me.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
But the problem but it's a small crew. There's only 2 people that work there.
Oh, really?
The director, Mary, and Kayla. I'm not exactly sure what the position is. Yeah. But all they really do is like apply for grants, get money, and do these programs. So, which is cool because a lot of it's free. Like it's all free. Yeah. I'm talking photography classes, dance classes, 3D printing, digital design, all kinds of things, bro. They're all free. The problem was that it wasn't getting out there, and like I would know stuff because I be knowing stuff. But you know, I want other people to know, and especially like my friends who have kids, because a lot of the programs are for like, you know, 5-year-olds to like, you know, 15-year-olds. One of the programs they got right now, which they're gonna have an unveiling in September, is a high school muralist camp. So if you go down there on like Madison Street, if you're going, I'm sorry, which direction that is. I believe if you're going like north on Madison, right before you get to the YMCA, to the right, there's a mural, and it's designed by a muralist. His name's Ella. He's from Dominican Republic. He's a pretty famous dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he just resides in Rockford. He designed it, but it's painted by high school students, bro. Like they're painting a mural, a wall. You know what I mean? So like you're 18, 17, you know, 15, and you got this on your resume, like as an artist that you did a mural, and it's free. You just gotta sign up. So like currently, I've just been helping them get the word out for programs. I also been getting like call to artists. Like right now, art scene is coming up, so people have been posting that they're looking for artists. So I put that out there so people can know, because a lot of times people don't even know, and then, you know, the art scene happens, which is going to be October 14th and 15th, and then they'll be like, damn, like, how do I be a part of that? And it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta wait.
For a good example, me.
Yeah.
You know, because if it wasn't for you, and I tell this to everybody that comes, like, you're the main reason how I got into the art community, you know, because you helped me with my first step, and you know, I didn't know a lot of that. I didn't know all that stuff until you showed me, bro.
Right. Yeah, and that's like, that helped me out too, bro. It made me realize that there's more individuals like you that are talented but don't know and don't like know how to be a part of things. So being a part of the art council right now and doing like all their social media stuff is really rewarding, because now we can have maybe 20 more of you. You know what I'm saying? You, ever since you got done with your first show, now you do your own shows, and you're a part of other shows, and you're contributing to the culture of Rockford. So, you know, with more people like you with that mindset, you know, it'll make a greater like community. So that's basically what I've been doing with the art council, is just like promoting what they have to offer, which is quite a bit, and also helping promote other people's art, like art shows. So they'll send me emails of like, hey, we're doing an art show in whatever this October, or whatever month, they'll send it to me, so I'll put it out there, message people, tag people, and get more people involved. And hopefully, I mean, the goal is to reach everybody, young and old. There's older people who don't know that there's a community. There's younger people who definitely don't know there's a community. So just to get it out there to people, man, that there's a scene, man, like people still don't be knowing, bro. Like, and I've been involved with the art community here for, man, at least like 15 years. Yeah. And I mean, there's still people who are like there's that.
No, bro, trust me.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely was a part of the group of where I was like, I didn't know this shit was here, you know, until I met you. Then I seen it, and then I met others like Chris Jeebus, Jay Skrilla, fucking LGC, 317, a few people, a few artists from there, dude, and it's definitely beautiful, man, because there's a lot of talented people, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And I also seen, I'm not sure too, definitely correct me, man. The ethnic heritage, you also been doing work with them, and is that a part of the RAAC? Or?
No, the Ethnic Heritage Museum. I'm a board member there also.
And that's totally different. The board member from that.
Yep. Okay, it's its own. It's its own. So the Rockford Area Art Council is a non-for-profit. The Ethnic Heritage Museum is a non-for-profit. So it's all volunteer work, bro. Like I don't get paid anything. Yeah. Sometimes I get to manage money, but I put it into back into the community. Yeah.
Like the gazebo, if you don't mind me.
Yep. Stuff like that. We get grants so we can do like music, and we can do just all kinds of stuff. Right now with the Ethnic Heritage Museum, I'm actually gonna write a little proposal to get some money, so we can do. I like doing Hispanic Heritage Month there, which is like September through October, and my goal is to probably have an art show.
Which you did last year.
Yep. Yeah. But I'm gonna switch it up this year. I'm gonna do it. I tried doing it on the Sunday. I just want to see how that would go, because the original one I did was on a Friday. That one a lot better. But I was just kind of testing the waters, and plus it didn't cost me anything. It was just like, I could kind of do whatever there. So I'm gonna plan to do something there on a Friday, then probably have some music like on a Sunday. But I got a lot of free range there, and we have, through the Heritage Museum, I have the ability to apply for funding. Like you'd be surprised, bro, how many people will companies and stuff will just throw money out there just to have their name associated, and I'm sure it's like a tax write-off or some shit, but whatever,
Yeah, I'm learning stuff like that too, bro.
Yeah. So, man, the sky's the limit. Last year we applied for a grant, and the guy who let me write it, he shot really low. I was like, man, shoot higher. And he didn't really want to, and whatever, because he wrote it, And then when the guy came and gave us the money, he's like, hey, man, next time ask for more money.
But at the same time, how would you, me, bro, I'm not a person that would want to ask somebody that I know has money for a lot of money, because I wouldn't know how to put it,
Yeah, I mean, that's why, I'm good with the ideas, but there's a man his name's David, and he's good with writing. He knows how to word it out, and that's really important.
Yeah, it's very important.
But when you're negotiating, you just want to shoot higher. You want to say, give me $10,000. But if they give you $5,000, then it's still $5,000 more than you had. You know what I mean? So I wasn't I was asking him to shoot higher so we can still get more than what we wanted, and we ended up still getting a good amount, which is still it's better than nothing, but like I mentioned, it all goes back into the community. It's all just to fund entertainment, to fund supplies. We had last year we had a few activities for the kids, and it was all free. We had canvases and paintbrushes, and they got to paint stuff, and they all they got to take stuff home. So it's being able to facilitate these free things for the community.
Yeah, dude, and it's dope, bro, because I really see you put it. For a lot of people who don't know and haven't seen the previous episodes of Vic Rivera, man, he really puts in that work for the community.
Yeah,
man.
try, man.
Yeah. I bet you it's not easy, bro, because again, bro, like all the shit I just listed off, and plus you got a day job, and then if you don't mind me mentioning, you know, you have 3 kids.
Yeah, three kids, full-time dad. But I'm in a good place right now, bro. Like I mentioned to people, I'm not really in like money's important.
Yeah.
And you need it, but it doesn't drive me.
Yeah,
like if I can get it to put it out there, like I'm happy with that. But I make my own money.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why I'm able to help. Like when I work with you or when I work with other people, like I've never taken a commission. Like I don't need it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy to say that. You know, and I know, and that's just me though. Like some galleries, like they have to take a commission. That's cool. That's understandable because they have to pay their rent. And if I had my own gallery, I probably would do the same thing because that would cover, you know, your light and your internet and stuff like that. But right now, the way I'm functioning, I don't really I don't need to live off anyone else. I live off my own stuff. But through the organizations that I work with, I can access or apply for money. Mm-hmm. And put it back out there and pay for certain things, or you know, just make stuff happen, man. But it's all been for passion, bro. So it's fun to me. If it wasn't fun, like I wouldn't be doing it because I'm not collecting the check from it.
Yeah, no.
You know?
And usually people who don't get checks from stuff, they usually just drop it, you know.
Yeah, cause it's tough. It's tough. You want to get paid for your craft, and I understand that. But that's why I've always kept a normal job, and right now where I'm at, like I can invest time and not really like feel like I'm losing anything, like as far as like financially. If I can help people out and they can take off on their own shit, and I'm happy with that, bro. I'm completely satisfied.
Yeah, I know, yeah, bro. And that's something I definitely admire. It's definitely something I look up to, you know.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Now that brings me to the 40 under 40, bro. Congratulations. I don't know what it means, but like I
didn't know what that meant either.
but I seen the post, and you know they just highlighted, you know, what you've been doing for the community, bro, and that's very dope, you know.
Yeah, that was a surprise to me, man. I got an email one day from, I'm not even sure what organization it was. I think it was like the Chamber of Commerce that they wanted to. They pick like 40 people who are under 40 every year who are doing stuff in the community. But to be perfectly honest, dude, like I actually denied it at first.
Oh, really?
Because they pick a lot of professionals. Like everyone, you know, is a doctor, is a teacher, and you know they thought because where I worked at, I was some type of engineer or something.
Okay.
And I love my job, but I'm kind of like a, you know, I'm just an average worker. Like I'm not like a up there as far as management or engineering or designing stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, when I did read it though, I was like, oh my god, Vic Rivera's some spaceman?
I wish. I mean, I get to deal with stuff like that, but I'm not in. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
You know, like I've seen some of the, you know, robots and stuff, but like I said, I love where I work, but I'm not any of those things. And I told them, I'm like, hey, like I'm not really a professional. I'm a blue collar worker, and I'm proud of that. You know. But I was like, if you guys are looking for, because they're asking me all these weird questions, I'm like, this stuff don't apply to me. Like I don't got no bachelor's or no master's, I don't got none of that stuff. Shit, they even try to tell me to wear a suit to thing. Like I don't even got a suit. Like I wore like I'm just like this. You know what I'm saying? See the pictures, I got just normal ass clothes on.
Your picture is always casual, just you being yourself.
Exactly. I was like, you're not getting anything but that. So I was like, if you want, I was like, I could recommend somebody who I think is probably, you know, more like fitting. But they're like, no. So I mean, so they went with it, and you know, I don't think the person who interviewed me, I don't even think she knew. Like, I think they just gave her names, and she reached out, and I was like, if you want to know about my work stuff, like it's like basic as hell, and I said I could find you somebody. But if you want to know about like my community work, then we could talk about that. So they went with it, and it was cool, bro. Like I didn't know, like it was like a ceremony at this like really nice like ranch. And I didn't know what to expect. Like I thought I was just gonna pick up, like they gave me an award, which I didn't even know I was gonna get an award.
Yeah.
I thought I was just gonna get like a little certificate or something and just like go home. But it was like this big ass party, and like they had, you know, bro, they had open bars. I was like drinking like a motherfucker.
Really?
Hell yeah. I was like, I went up there. I'm like, man, can I get a beer? It's like, oh, it's free. Bro, I'm like, they shouldn't even told me that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not my. Everyone was cool. And everything, don't get me wrong, but it's just not my like type of environment.
with that being said, it was because like it was more like people at a. It wasn't like people like Chris Jeebus and me there, or was it more like
more like professional?
Oh,
you know,
okay,
people
okay,
like getting dressed up real nice, and people who have like I mean, like have respectable like careers. You know, teachers, doctors, dentists.
Holy shit.
You know, like people out there. You know what I mean? Working with like patients and mental health and disabilities and but in that same regards, bro. Like I've been doing my own stuff for our people. So I will take that award. Like I said, at first I didn't really accept it because I didn't feel like I don't consider myself a professional or a business or anything like that. I've always been a community person. So I told him, like, if that's what you want, then that's what I am, and I'm down. So after that, yeah, I took it and I will accept it. But it was cool, man. It was a cool award. It was a cool ceremony. Like, I'm grateful. It was a sad reminder that I'll be 40 soon, but it was cool, man. It was cool to like mix it with those people. I'd also like out of the 40, 3 of us were Mexican, so that was cool. To be like to represent for us. The other 2 were professionals. You know what I mean? So props to them. I know one of them works for like the government or like the state representative. The other woman, I think I want to say she was like maybe like really high up there in a bank, you know what I mean? And then fucking Vic.
Yeah. but then that brings my question to, wouldn't you think you're professional? Because I mean, you're up there getting awards with people like that, and then you're also meeting people like at a caliber like that.
Sure, man. I mean, I'll take it. Don't get me wrong. I just don't see myself that way. But I carry myself like when I meet people, it's a professional, but I'm also like not changing like my code. Like I'm still like the same, like and that's why I think people like mess with me, because I'm genuine with people, bro. Like the same way I talk to you, I go to a meeting the same, like right now, you know what I'm saying, the same get up. Like I'm not changing into anything or like my approach. So like to a degree, like my how I conduct myself is professional, but I'm not a professional. Like I don't have a office or a LLC or not that I couldn't, but at this moment in time I don't. But like it's still it's still a cool accolade. It's a good networking, and I use those things, bro. Like if it puts me out there to where other people see it, then I can get the rest of us out there. You know what I'm saying? So an opportunity comes, we're like, hey, we need this. And I'm like, I know who to contact, because once you start getting in those like brackets, like because it came with a magazine and it was in the newspaper and people see it, they're like, oh, like we need a Mexican guy that knows some shit. All right, cool. Like I'll be that guy. Because I'll be that guy often, but it enables me to get other people in there too. You know, because I don't want it, bro. I don't want none of that shit. I just want to help people out. But sometimes you gotta put yourself out there. Like people recognize me, which I don't always like, but if it's the right opportunity, then I'll be able to say, all right, like, oh, you need someone that could do this or that, then I got that person. So at the end of the day, it all works out, and like I said, it helps me like bring our community out there too. Yeah,
and the only reason why I bring those questions up is just because I thought you thought of yourself as a professional just like them, Right. So
I do now. It's the same. We all got the same award.
Yeah, and that's what's up, bro. Like definitely congratulations, bro. Because I cannot imagine a better place, a better person like yourself.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
To get an award like that, and then to also represent the community here, bro. And I wanted to get into another subject again. If it's too touchy, we can just go to the next one. Podcasting, man. How has that been? I hope you're not done, bro.
Oh, no.
Dude, I really loved your podcast because it helped me get other creators / artists such as NHR Chess, Chemistry.
Oh, nice.
What's it called? Acid. I definitely want to get other people as well, but
no, I'm not done by any means. Like I said, everything that I do is for fun, and I don't cut the check. So what happened when I took when we got that space, then I'd gotten the opportunity to work where I'm at now, and just my schedule changed, and then having another kid, just my time got distributed a little differently. But I'm like far from being done. If anything, I'll probably get back to it when it gets a little colder, because then other opportunities started coming up, other projects that were kind of more in person.
Yeah.
You know, when I started the podcast, it was cold, so I wasn't outside, so I spent more time inside, which was perfect.
Yeah.
So I'll get back to it when it's probably get a little cooler and probably like really pump out a bunch to be ahead. But I do have an end goal, and I do have a list of people that I still plan on talking to. I'm just taking a break.
Because I mean, dude, trust me, from somebody that's podcasting, bro, life happens.
Yeah. Oh,
that's something I like. That's something I definitely learned and like to say to people. Life happens, man.
Oh, yeah.
Either you stop and give up, which I never recommend, but like just stop and just kind of like
take a smell the roses and shit.
Refreshing your mind. Definitely upgrade, because there was a time where I was slowing down, but I was upgrading the platform and shit. Little by little,
Yeah, I think it was just the weather. I know Rick took a break too, because he's DJing like all the time, like almost.
I'll do it every weekend, bro.
Yeah, he was DJing. So today is Thursday. He was DJing Wednesday at out there where they have the food trucks. He's DJing, I think, Friday, Saturday. Like, I mean, just to we only have like a 3-4 month window of weather that's nice. So it's like it's like the key time to get all these gigs and be a part of like outdoor festivals and just all kinds of stuff, bro. The summer's just so limited, so
yeah, for sure.
That's basically where we're at right now. But I mean, definitely not done by any means.
Yeah. Who was your favorite guest, if you don't mind me asking?
Man, everyone was cool. Probably my favorite so far was a guy named Brick Rock. He's a producer. And I want more guests like him, because he's like 50, so he was like your older guests were definitely spitting some old school shit, bro. Man, he was talking about how he was like making beats with like a tape deck and recording the loops, and like he was really intricate. And then him, like, being his age, sometimes people who get like in their 40s and 50s, they don't adapt to modern technology. They want to stay in their ways, which is cool. But he adapted, and he's a master at I can't think, Ableton Live, which is a program, and he can whip that thing like no one's business. And he's, like I said, he's like 50 something, bro. He's a grandpa. Like, he can manipulate Ableton Live like no one can. And if you hear how his music sounds, it's 100% professional. It sounds like it's studio quality.
Yeah.
And the thing with him is, like, he was just doing it, like, he does it for fun. He has his normal job. He's been at his job, I think he said, for like 30 years. He was just in his basement making music until one day he just met someone and they're like, hey, you want to make an album? And that was that, But he was one of those dudes that's just a hobbyist. He just loves making music on his spare time, goes to his normal job, goes home to his wife, his kids, and whatever. But I'm hopefully for the next run, I can get more people from like the 80s and like early 90s.
Yeah, bro. They definitely they can tell stories, bro.
Yeah. And that's really why I wanted to start it, man, just to get those older perspectives. Because me, like, I got into it like what I do in like 99, and it's like that dude was doing it in like 86. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy to hear like what they were doing, and I mean they're talking about.
Yeah, when I had Acid, bro, he was telling me how he was working with like cassettes and vinyl, bro, and he was telling me how he was coming up with it, and then also hearing him on your podcast as well, and then Rick's podcast.
Yeah, he's one of them dudes. Like he's
one too.
He's old school, man. And I mean, they were like. They would just find turntables like in garbage, like and they would fix them and
MacGyver shit, bro.
Yeah, man. They would fix them up and get them to work, and then they would have to like piece together like speakers and receivers, and like they'd have to cut the wires and do all that crazy stuff. Yeah. It's like, dude, it's nuts, but that's just how it was back then. It's like, and you did whatever you had to do to make it work. Now it's like stuff's more convenient. It's like you can get the cables wherever, and you can get you can order stuff on Amazon, and you can get like the little DJ controllers. But back then it's like you couldn't just go to the store and say, all right, I'm gonna buy this, that, and that, and I'm ready. It's like you had to buy piece by piece, and stuff's expensive. So those stories are, I know, those stories are like, they've always been interesting to me. So I'm hoping for this next run we'll get some more And like I mentioned, bro, it'll probably happen, you know, once it start getting a little cooler and stuff.
Yeah. For me, summer's the best where I can get more people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the snow, bro, it'd be killing.
I know.
I mean, unless you're like somewhere like your spot, it's a little better as long as it's plowed.
Right.
But here, depending, bro, it can like.
Yeah, the road's a little. Yeah.
Yeah, man, dude, that shit sucks, bro.
Yeah.
And bro, I definitely don't want to bring up bad or emotions, but the Alex Perez one, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was
beautiful
cool, man.
episode, bro. Beautiful.
That was I was happy we were able to record that when it did, and that's when another reason why like I got so many tapes, bro, and so many things that I record because man, you just never know, man.
And you don't mind me asking, like that was even before the podcast, right?
Oh yeah. That's for another project that me and a friend are working on. Hopefully we could finish it.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I mean, time, man. So
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But we had a full interview, and that was cool, man, because I was able to give that to his family. Like his family never had like a formal interview of him. Like, so that dude was famous. Like he was famous for breaking like locally, but then when he got into playing the accordion, he got really famous. So a lot of people knew him from that. Well, a lot of people didn't know he was breaking back in the day, especially some of his family members. So like I was able to give that to them, you know, put it on YouTube for them so they could watch it, bro. And they were really grateful, and that was cool, man. That was a good interview too, man. That was a good dude.
Yeah, and then the only reason why I say it was a beautiful episode because you know, for people who don't know, definitely go check out Vic's podcast on Spotify. Am I correct?
Yep.
Yeah, and I heard you in the end, bro.
I know.
Yeah. No, and dude, and I bring it up because you know I've done that. I definitely showed emotions on the podcast, and you know.
Yeah, man, we're human, bro. It's like I wasn't ashamed of that, but I was by myself though.
I feel you.
But yeah, no, it was a good episode, and I was happy to put it out there, and you know his story and his legacy will live on because of that. You know, so like down the line, if his kids, his great grandkids, you know, it's on the internet forever. So they'll be able to come back and they could listen to it or watch on YouTube. So it's cool, man.
And when I saw that, bro, it definitely did give me the like either inspiration or idea. You know, like everybody that comes on, bro, like. You know, that's what I'm doing with everybody.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody makes it past, you know, their age and natural causes. But, you know, again, that's what I'm hoping I do with everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Keeping a public record of everyone that's here, and you know, someone's gonna look at that eventually. You know, it might not even be today. Like you might get more views on an episode you did with like Ches in 20 years versus you did now. But you know, that's the beauty of the internet, bro. Like you just always will rediscover stuff and come back to stuff, you know.
Yeah, man. So podcasting definitely is beautiful, but it's a pain in the ass, bro.
Yeah. Well, with the way you do video stuff, it's probably even harder for sure.
Yeah. It definitely is, bro. But that's why I definitely that's why I'm definitely opening up and letting people in. I forgot to mention in the beginning of the podcast that we have Indigo Shy in the background. Yeah. My sound guy, bro, because I definitely...
Yes, oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, because, again, bro, I'm like 58 episodes in, bro.
Damn, that's what's up, bro. That's an accomplishment, man. That's like, is that like a full year already?
Yeah. You already got that many episodes?
No, actually, I got more than that, but just what's published. Was published. Yeah. But, almost a year now.
Right, it's like...
Past a year, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't remember how many weeks are in a year. I think it's 52 weeks.
Yeah.
Something like that. That's what's up, man. Congrats, bro.
Yeah, and again, you know, like people like yourself, people on that wall, bro, they give me their time, so I definitely want to make this as professional as I possibly can, you know.
Yeah,
so.
you're professional too, see?
Yeah, try, try.
We're all professionals.
Yeah, but again, you definitely won't catch me in a collar. Maybe some sweats, man. That's the best I can do. But yeah, Vic. I definitely also wanted to get to some other things, like the swap house, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you opened up for shout out Dana Capo and Michael Mychek and their third partner. I forgot his name.
I just met him too. He's not from Rockford. I can't think of his name. My bad, bro. But yeah, he's from out of town. But man, dude, I've known Dana and Mychek probably for 20 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Mychek. like back when I was still getting physical flyers. I think maybe even MySpace time. Mike Check was a part of they would do this rap battle, and it was at Mary's Place, which is on Madison, by that mural that I was talking about earlier. And they would have rap battles for like $200, like freestyle. And one time I went and I was like 19. I was just gonna see if they let me in. If they didn't, I was gonna go home.
Yeah.
But Mike was at the door, and he knew who I was, and he let me in, dude. And I respected that because he knew I liked hip hop. But I also didn't like go in there and drink or anything. Like I respected it because I knew if I was drinking, I got caught, it would have ruined everything. Underage drinking. So I was in there and I was like, man. And so I've always been cool with them dudes. And Dana's like, I know you had Monty here, but he's like, people don't understand that he's like a well-known like artist. Like
yeah, bro.
I seen him open up for Side Brazil.
Dude, yeah, I seen him play with Action Bronson.
Yeah, Action, Riff Raff, Ice Cube,
Easy Jeezy.
G-Eazy. Yeah, dude, he's pretty famous.
Yeah.
Easy Cheesy, Greasy.
I forgot. Yeah, but dude, I felt like such an ass when I interviewed him because I thought I had a bunch of information about him, but I had like so much that I didn't even know.
Oh, dude's been like, he's super active, especially in Milwaukee. He's pretty well known in Milwaukee for a lot of things. But he has a deep roots in Rockford. He's been in the vintage game for a long time, so much that like he lived through it. He knows the fashions. You know, he was wearing the fat laces in the '90s and doing all that back in the days, and he lived through those eras. So him opening up a store here is like fitting.
And I'm glad he did do it here. You know, because he lives
outside of Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But so like what you might not know is that the guy who owns Ernie's, his name's Andrew. He used to go by AV. He used to rap too. So he owns that space that Dana's at. So he's a homie too. Like we're all friends. So it's like he gave him an opportunity. Dana ran with it, and now he's in there. And they're just establishing their hours. But they hit me up if I wanted to DJ. Like for sure. Like that's that's my homie. And now what we're gonna be doing is doing a print that I designed, but he cleaned it up because he's also
he's a graphic designer.
He's amazing.
Yeah,
I pieced it together.
Okay.
I designed.
I was gonna say, were you too big?
I can. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat. I can do it, but he like cleaned it up, made it look real sharp. So we're gonna get prints. We're actually gonna get them today, and so like what's become a holiday in Rockford is 815 Day, August 15th. Every store has deals and has like whatever discounts and stuff. Like people release shirts and stuff like that. So what we're doing is, when I released the rough draft, people were like, "Oh, that's fucking cool. That's dope." And
yeah, it really was. A lot of those things I didn't even know were Rockford based. Or it's just because they had the letter of the.
No, they're all Rockford.
The letter, you know? Yeah,
no, it's the R for Rockford Cubbies. The O I used Rockford Lightning. The C
was like a bolt, like.
It's a basketball with a lightning bolt. The C was the Rockford Ice Hawk sign, but I flipped it opposite way to make it look like a C.
Yeah.
The K was the Rockford symbol, which kind of looks like a K if you flip it in the right way. The F was the F for Mrs. Fisher's Chips. The other O was the circle for the Rockford Peaches emblem.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Yep. Then the R, that's for Rockford Products. It was a company that's on the, I think it's on the street from here actually. Yeah, right. It's on.
Oh, that one
on the corner.
Yeah, they closed it.
Yeah. It's been closed for a long time. And then the D is a Rockford Rivets, the current baseball team, but I flipped it to make it a D. And then he cleaned it up. So the response was really cool. It was a lot better than I thought. I just thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
So we decided to make prints, and they'll be available on August 15th. We'll be opening, or he'll be opening. I'll be there from noon to 6, and we're only doing 50.
Yeah. I was gonna say if my car wasn't working, I was gonna walk my ass there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just dope. Dana, right? Yeah, Dana and Michael, bro. Yeah, two that very dope hip hop based rap artists.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said, I met Mike. There used to be a record store on Charles called the Groove Shop, and they used to have CDs. all local stuff, and like I bought his CD of his crew called Split Ends, and I didn't even like listen to it. I just thought like, oh, this might be cool. I paid $5 for it, and I ended up really liking it. And it had like their Hotmail. It had like an email address. I think I might have emailed them like, oh man, like I was like 14 or something. Like, oh man, this is cool, you know. And then I met them all later on MySpace, and I think maybe the first one of the first events I ever had, I had them like perform.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was
sweet.
like that was a grip ago, right? I barely remember it.
Yeah,
It was so long ago, but they were down, and at that time there wasn't really like a lot of all ages shows. It was like the bar shows, like you know, because he let me in. And I was young, but that was a show that was all ages, and they performed. Like I said, I've been cool with them dudes ever since.
Yeah. And another thing I forgot to mention, that area where they're at, they all, right across they have the Hub, which is Calvin Klein. Dude, very dope that area is kind of
It's popping off.
Yeah, and I only say that because I don't know if you know, but like behind where the Hub is, behind that, you know, it's a little.
Bro, I come that way. I come that way from work at night, and I pass by Ernie's because those are my homies. So I just make sure there's like the windows are cool and shit. But like you see some sketchy stuff, man. Like you see like
I know, yeah.
you know,
my tia. Oh wait, yeah, my tia. She lives on the area behind there, so
yeah,
I know that area.
Yeah, so I'm like, sometimes I'll be driving and someone will be like flagging me. I'm like,
oh, dude, that's funny.
Yeah, that's why. So I pass by every night just to make sure there ain't no weird stuff out there. But he got cameras and security. But you know, it's on my way home, so I just take a quick look.
Yeah, it's definitely a dope area that everywhere should.
It's come up a lot though.
Yeah,
it really has.
Because also not a lot, but a majority of, or a few of those spots, they've been closing, right? Or am I wrong? Have they always been closed?
A lot of spots just haven't, you know, a lot of spots have just been empty, but are, like the guy, like the guy who owns that building where Calvin's at, he owns one or two buildings in that area, and he's been renovating them and going to be doing more stuff like that too. But I'm pretty sure that where Calvin's at, I'm pretty sure that building, it wasn't that nice before. So they got in there, they cleaned it up, and it's a dope spot, man.
Yeah, a lot of. I've been into some old buildings, bro. Yeah, dude, it's crazy how old they are. They're all let go and they look like crap. But there's people moving in and doing stuff like the guy who owns Ernie's, and he owns. I've been to Ernie's too. Yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, dope spot, man.
Yeah, and he owns where the swap house that but they put in the work, they fixed it, and it looks real nice in there. So
yeah, they definitely did a great job. And now I definitely want to get into a thing you did recent, bro. That was definitely dope. Battle at 11. Mm-hmm. How did that happen? How did you make it come to fruition? Or I don't know if I used to.
Yeah, no, you're good. So like, kind of like how I mentioned earlier, man. When you start getting your face out there, bro, people see it, and even if you don't know that someone's always watching. And when they see that you got momentum, like they're gonna want to approach you, cause Live at 11 has been going on for 30 years.
Which I didn't know, dude. I previously on a different episode, we talked about the lake, I believe. Yeah, bro. That I remember that lake.
Have you been there before?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I've been there before,
not
but
for the show.
Yeah, not for a show. Like birthdays.
They got a bunch of
little
shelters.
Huts. Yeah. But yeah, man, just because, back then, it was just a different time.
Yeah. It's changed a lot for the better.
Yeah.
They got the white dudes out there doing the wakeboarding.
Yeah.
But, and then, I mean, I don't know when this is dropping, but this August 6th, this Sunday, they're going to have, like Jay Church is going to be out there and Fly Jones, and they're going to have another... It's a part of the same series, so they're gonna have another performance, and it's free. And bro, they bring in good acts, and it's always been free.
They're definitely, it's dope, bro. Yeah. Like when I was there, I definitely felt comfortable.
It was a good vibe.
Yeah, it was a great vibe, bro.
But they've been doing it for a long time,
which I didn't know, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like a. Well, so this is kind of where I fit in.
Yeah. Okay.
It's been mainly African American. Like everyone who, like, there's one guy who's on top, that's Harlan Jefferson, who I knew back in the day. His name was DJ Hype, and he used to do stuff for the Park District. And then he like picks people, and they all do a day. But they've all been African American. So mainly their reach has been that. Like I've gone to every one this year, and I promise you, I've probably been the only Mexican person there.
Oh really?
Which is like it's tragic, bro, because it's free and it's cool, and they have like, I mean, there's always music, there's always food, there's always just like, you could come out, bring your lawn chair, you could bring whatever you want and just hang out. You know what I mean?
Cause I know that side. Again, I stopped on my story, but I know that side. My friends used to stay on that side. We didn't go to the park because it was dangerous. But yeah, I thought it was more main like Mexican and African.
Well, because they also have one that's for Mexicans or for Spanish.
Okay.
And that one's called Domingos en el Parque.
Oh.
And they do that one. They I think. For the Live at Lemmings, they do twice a month, and Domingos, it's once a month.
Is it like a little half dome or something like that?
That one, so I know we're kind of, it's all good. Yeah. So like, you know, it's all a park district. So the Mississippi, I don't know if you've ever been out there, but they have a band show. Mm-hmm. It's across the street, so they're trying to use that too. So because it's just underutilized, bro. But that band show is dope. Like I hadn't been there. Yeah, I hadn't been there in a long time, and I didn't realize how nice it was. But Lemons Lake, they got a grant for, I want to say like $2 million. So they're gonna be building something similar to that dome. Mm-hmm. They're gonna build something like that at Lemons Lake. Ooh. Right where we were at.
Okay. Cool,
so they're not gonna have those trailers out there. It's gonna be a stage that's gonna be out there forever. So that's why people need to get out there, because the park district and the people who pay, they need to see that there's a use for it. So if there's like, if you know they do these shows and only 5 people show up, they're gonna say like, well, you guys don't need $2 million.
Yeah. You need like.
But if they keep on doing the program, which they have been, that was a good ass catch. Yeah. If they keep on doing the program and people come out, then they're gonna say, oh, people come out, says we need a stage. So what I was saying earlier was, the reason you probably didn't know about it is because their reach was mainly towards like the black community. Mm-hmm. So that's why I kept on saying all summer it's like the best kept secret. Yeah. So someone from them had seen something that I was doing and that I was kind of like networking with everybody. So they're like, you know, we really want to bring you on board, and you know, hopefully you can help us get like a younger crowd and also a diverse crowd. He actually called me on Christmas Eve, so that's how long they've already been planning.
Holy shit! Okay.
Yeah, of Christmas Eve of 21.
Yeah.
You know, so I heard they already got dates for next year. So they called me and they're like, we want you to do something that's kind of like follows what we do, but we just want it to be different. So I was like, man, I could do this. You know, they gave me a budget, so I was able to cover, you know, the prizes and the DJs and all that. And they were a little skeptical at first because I was doing something different. Yeah. But I was also doing something the same because I had performers, and you know, having chemistry, like they're A1 performers. Dana and Mike Check, like, bro, like they do like a show. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna do one song and get off stage. Like they did a whole performance, and people like really liked both their performances. And then the battles are cool, man. They're engaging because it's like you come up. Like usually when they have shows, people aren't at the stage. Like when we had the battle, people were up front. And then also I had it on the stage too because like you could see it from everywhere. So like the point of view was like perfect. So that's how that went down. You know, they were happy. As far as I know, they're gonna want me to do it again next year, hopefully.
Oh yeah, hopefully, man, because that shit was dope, bro.
Yeah, and hopefully, I mean, they give me a bigger budget. I could do, you know, I could do bigger things with it. I could bring in like people from out of the state or out the country, whatever. You know, like my network kind of goes that far. But that's what I would like to do, man. Bring in people who are kind of known, then more people will come through. And with my event, you know, we had people come from Milwaukee and from Chicago and stuff. So it was good to bring people that weren't just from Rockford.
Yeah, I know. You're paying $3,000 to get people out here, bro.
300. But you never know, man.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I was just playing. Because your host.
Oh yeah. Roll there.
Yeah.
Dude, that dude's a great. Like he
was very entertaining, bro. I was entertained.
And I've done all that. Like I've hosted, I've DJ'd, I've judged. But since they gave me a budget, I wanted to just be in the back. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know, I wanted to have everything covered. So Roll there, he's been hosting battles for like forever, and he's a professional. Like the
way he was doing it, bro, it seems like he's naturally doing that.
He does that all the time. So like I was fortunate enough, because if they wouldn't give me a budget, I probably would have did it. Mm-hmm. But then I would have been like, all right, I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that.
Oh no, yeah, you definitely would have been up and down.
Yeah, so I was happy that they were able to do that for me. Hopefully, if we do it next year, I'll bring them back. Obviously, have a bigger prize, have a maybe someone DJ or judges from like that are more like recognized internationally to attract people, man. Because the goal is to get people out there, bro. And like you mentioned, you didn't know about it. Now you know about it. I hope more people know about it. And it's an ongoing program, June, July, August, and it's 100% free. Like there's no catch. Even for the vendors, like if you want to vend, they just have to sign like a form. I believe it's like some insurance form, but it's free, man. Like it's crazy. That people don't know about it, but I hope next year I hope we can double that or even triple that,
And I definitely want to bring it back a little bit. So when they hit you up, bro, did you right away know what you wanted to do, or you're like, give me some time, let me think about it?
I said yeah initially.
Okay.
I was like, I'll always say yeah and stuff, and then think about it later.
I assume.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And it was Christmas, and I was driving to Milwaukee to go see my wife's family, and I was like, what? Because I was like, man, like you're talking about July, bro. It's December. It's Christmas tomorrow, But I said yeah. And like I mentioned, usually what they do is have just performers, which is fine. Like I could do that too, but I didn't just want to have like 6 performers. Like I didn't want to like wear out the crowd. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to have 2 action-packed performers, which like again, Chemistry and Super Bro Bros, like they brought it, And then I had already done a lot of battles, and like that's what I have experience in. So I know that I knew that I was able to like provide that, and it'd be something different, but it'd be something like the crowd gets into shit like that, bro, and everyone was excited and everyone was like really enticed. And with battles, it's like usually like if you go to a performance to see your homie and he's done, then you leave too. Like
basically.
So let's say like I'm performing, I bring 50 people, they're just all gonna leave. Mm-hmm. Usually with a battle, it's like you stay to see who wins at the end, so it keeps people there too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I definitely. Well, yeah, and with that being said, bro, I definitely want to play a video I made from the battle, and then little by little we just talk about it.
I'll show you guys right now.
Yeah.
Play. All right.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it, and we'll be good, right? I play.
Yeah, it should be good. Because you said you was going to line it up how you normally do later, yeah?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this will be good.
I got an screen.
And I had headphones on. I'm hearing, like, the microphone version of y'all talking. I took it off. I'm like, okay. back to real life.
Back to reality.
Yeah. I've probably lived more of my life with headphones on than without headphones on.
Alright, so this is the video.
Dang, I've seen these people. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, so anything informational, bro, just hold until I pause it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, some of the spots are gonna go slow. I'm gonna talk about those in a bit, but yeah. No. I was, but I was like, I'm gonna hold the footage for you.
I'm gonna put it on shit.
Yeah. No. There's still more, bro. Oh. Yeah. There's only like a little bit. See, so it's just slow down so we can pause and talk about it. But I have them performing, so we'll just talk about them later. But no, there's a lot of stuff I didn't put on, so I was gonna send you the footage and then you crop whatever you need to. Know some of those guys?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Vic, man, so this day, bro, the weather was amazing. A little hot. I was burning, but it was definitely beautiful, bro.
It got nicer during the later.
Okay, so how did you even plan this? So far, they're just practicing, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is this something they naturally do, or is?
Oh yeah. Usually people just come out and like just dance. The only like problem that I had initially was like, so there was 2 stages, right? Mm-hmm. And usually they do the 2 stages for the Domingos en el Parque. They usually have 2 bands. Yeah, so when one band's done, the next band will go, and then when that band's playing, another band will set up. Yeah. But I only wanted 1 stage, so everyone's focus could just be centered in one location. What I wanted to do was have the stage in the center, but they wouldn't move it for me. But I don't think they understood what I was trying to do. Because what I really wanted was the battle on the floor. Mm-hmm. But I wanted it in the middle, so the way the stages are, the floor would have been like off to the side, and the stage would have been over here, and it would have looked stupid. You know, like the DJ would have been over here, and the battle would have been over here. I wanted it all to be like center. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's kind of what happened. It didn't like deviate from it, but it kind of killed a little of the momentum that I know could have happened, but the spectator wouldn't have noticed.
I mean, to me, bro, when I showed up, it looked great.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it was cool. It was elevated, but it was to the right, and I wanted everything to be center. But again, it was cool. Everyone had a good time. But usually, people go to dance contests like this, and they kind of like just kind of practice, kind of warm up, you know.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure. I asked that because I wasn't sure if you're like, hey, can you guys just dance a little bit just to keep them entertained? Meanwhile, we set up everything. You know.
Yeah, usually it's just like a formality. It's kind of like. It's almost like when you go somewhere and you start mingling with people. It's kind of like the same difference with breaking. They're exchanging. They're having a conversation.
Yeah. They were talking shit, bro. I seen it. And before we continue, the dude in the red shirt, shout out Twan.
Of course,
Suggs, man.
That's the guy right there.
Yeah. Definitely dope. Shout out Black Bag Promotions. And before we continue, bro, these guys, who do you know from right here?
Well, I know everybody. So to the
with the dancers, though.
Yep.
The dancers.
So like to the left of Twan, we got Terry Williams. He's from Rockford. The guy next to him, the Asian fellow, his name's Jiren. He's from Chicago. That's the tall guy is Damon Rayner. He's actually from Philadelphia, but he lives in Rockford. Next to him is Justin Sidecheck, the last word bender, who I had on my podcast also.
That's him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
School teacher. Like lyricist, you know. Behind that is actually Jay Church, Fly Jones, and then that little kid, like his grandma emailed me after, and they're from Minneapolis, and they were just visiting, and his grandma said, "Oh, we heard about this event. We're going to the park," and they're like, she said, "We never been to that park." They're older white couple. They're like, "We had an awesome time." There was 2 of them. She said, "My grandkids are visiting from Minnesota." And we took them, and they said, "Oh, we want to answer." Really? So they got up on stage and started dancing and shit.
Okay, I'm not trying to be racist. I thought it was the dude with the Rockford shirt, the RK.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought that was his kids or something.
Oh no. Yeah. No. They're I didn't. There was some. It was some older woman.
Make a joke about who the little kid was, and you just overly detailed on the little kid.
Yeah, and again, this is what I said. This is only like a 11-minute video, bro. This is the whole video though. It's a whole hour.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. I took out some of the kids dancing because I only wanted to talk about the dancers, if you knew them, the DJs, and people that you're gonna see throughout the video. Yeah. Let's continue.
What?
This dude with the backpacks.
Oh yeah, Twan.
Yeah, that's Twan, bro.
Yeah, that's a good dude right there.
Yeah, I heard you say his name. I didn't see him in a video till I just.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I believe that Terry guy, he helped Oscar with the food drive.
He might have, yeah. He's younger, but he's like starting to get more involved in community stuff too.
my thought that I kept having, bro, people were gonna spin and then fall off.
That was my one concern.
Oh, okay, so okay.
Because like I said, initially it was gonna be on the floor.
Yeah.
But I didn't like that it was off center. It just like it was messing with my head. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
And like I mentioned, this is the first time in the 11's like tenure that they've ever had something like this. So I don't think they knew what I was trying to do, because I wanted that stage in the middle. But I mean, it's all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. Again, it still looked dope, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you wouldn't have told me that, I thought everything was pitch perfect, bro. Yeah, I didn't put the video with everybody. There's still some people that dance.
About 20 minutes of your time, if that's cool. And y'all just vibe with us and rock out, and if y'all like it, then, let us know what's up.
Before we get started, it's somebody who ain't here with us that used to rock this stage like every summer, every year. So when I count to 3, I need everybody, as loud as you can, just yell P-Dice. 1, 2, 3. P-Dice! It's for you, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, what's up?
Secret
Location.
Oh shit!
Whew, I was about to start singing, man. God damn.
And then those dudes again, man. I guess maybe the topic of this show is gonna be professionalism. They both were professional. Like the thing with Levin's Lake that they've done that I don't like personally, but I'm not against it, is they'll have too many performers just do like 2 songs, and it's like you don't get enough time to like connect.
Yeah.
They did 20-minute set, dude. Like that's like, they were sweating. Like
There's a lot of shows like that where they just have as many people as they can. Everybody gets to do like 2 songs.
and I mean that's cool for a certain degree, for like a showcase.
Right.
But they wanted me to do a show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like these dudes came professional. They had their song, like they had a set. There was no pauses.
Yeah.
Like once Ricky pushed play, the DJ, who's also like professional, once he pushed play, he didn't have to touch anything. Cause sometimes, I've done it before and I don't do it no more. Where I've done those shows where there'll be like 20 people and be like, oh, Simon, turn me up, or wrong track. Like nothing will be.
I was gonna ask you off camera about getting in contact with somebody, because, or even like I've been trying to get into doing that myself because I got a lot of experience with like live sound.
Right.
And man, bro, I'd be so blue going to these shows.
Yeah,
because like, nothing against anybody.
Right, no,
doing that
for sure.
stuff, but it's like, man, like y'all don't got no practice in you. Like,
Yeah.
it's, I don't know. It's like I can't really tell somebody they unprofessional, but like
I mean, but you kind of have to though. Like
from outside
right.
like perspective, it looks unprofessional. Yeah. Even though I know it's just from not having enough practice.
Yeah.
It looks.
You kind of have to let them know, because then
Right.
sometimes I've done it, and it'll be like, oh no, not this track. And I'll be, which one? The next. They don't have labels.
I'm not even gonna name names. We went to a show at I won't even say where, because I don't even want to say who it was or nothing, because I don't want to talk shit about nobody. But like, I ended up pretty much just having to plug my own laptop in.
Right. Yeah.
It was like, bro,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
Yeah.
We gave him a flash drive, emailed him the same thing that was on the flash drive, emailed a different person who had a computer that was on the flash drive. I was like, bro, I'll just plug you in. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's that's what I wanted to present to them, was that the acts that I'm bringing are professional. They had their show. It was like 20 minutes, like it was nonstop. And like
Great
I said,
songs.
when I shook their hands, they were both sweating, dude. Like they gave that audience their all. So did Dana and Mike Check. So I appreciate that. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted the people who were there to experience the show. And everyone has to start somewhere.
Yeah.
But like for me, this was like you have to be this tolerant as right. You know what I mean? Like you have to be like this professional to rock this stage.
And were they the first ones to come to your mind, or you already knew right away? Like
right out the gate, because
with duos, because you brought duos on.
Yeah. That just happened to work out that way.
Oh, okay.
But they both been working like this whole year. Jay and Fly, they've been like grinding hard.
I know. I remember when I first saw Chemistry, bro. I actually got a video of that, but we'll play that some other time. But yeah, bro, I remember seeing them for the first time being Chemistry, bro. So I seen the grind, bro.
Yeah, they've been on it. And then Mike and Dana, I wanted someone who was a little bit more experienced, because they've been doing shows for a long time. Like I said, probably at least 20 years.
Yeah.
For big audiences, little audiences, they know how to like, really maneuver a crowd. So I wanted someone with a little more experience than Chemistry, and they were the perfect guys. And of course, like, we're all friends, so it was like all love, man. And they both put on a really great show.
Yeah, and I also left that little speech that Fly did because I didn't know the P Dice thing. The drawing?
That's what
dude, I didn't know, because at first I thought you wanted me to I thought it was DJ Dilla.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't sure that P Dice was somebody else.
Yeah, when I asked you to do that, I didn't want to put any pressure on you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Dice was a dude who passed away, unfortunately. It was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But he was from the South Side, and he performed at a lot of these Lemon Lake shows. And he was, dude. It's sad you never got to meet him, but man, one of the coolest fucking guys you'd ever meet. And he was one of those guys that would go to like he'd go to art shows, he'd go to rap. Like he's kind of like, he was like Twan, bro. He'd be out there everywhere. So like people like will always commemorate him. And then when I asked you to do that, I was like, because they called him Dice, so like. July 11th, 7/11, like people call it Dice Day.
Yeah.
So when I asked you, I had that in mind already, and I wanted it to look like that. But I didn't want to explain to you.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you in person, but I knew you weren't really gonna know. But that came out dope as shit. Like, people loved it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, man. To do that for somebody that's known like that, bro. Thank you, man. That's really an opportunity.
Thank you, man.
And it was crazy because I didn't know that Fly knew also P Dice.
Everyone knew Dice, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and that's the thing that when I found out that P Dice was actually known like that, when I interviewed Chemistry, bro, my heart sank. Like, holy shit, bro! I can't believe Vic made me do that.
To see that.
But not like in a bad way. Like it was more like, oh man, like he's somebody, bro. Like I did that.
That's why I didn't really tell you.
Yeah,
I didn't want you to feel like the pressure, because you're so good at what you do. But I know that anyone, when you feel like the eyes are on you, you become more critical of what you're doing. And what you did, you did exactly what I thought. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was perfect, bro. So thanks. Thank you for that, man.
Yeah, and just definitely continue.
They're not gonna hear us on the video, bro, right? No. All right. So I'm professional. I need to get my charger. I'm gonna be right back.
All this professionalism going on.
Right. I live like 10 minutes away. I just don't want this to die before, you know what I'm saying, they get to the game.
What is it?
It's a MacBook.
Does it use
magnet one?
Does it use
I love this too. In fact, y'all did this.
Yeah. Yep.
I did drum corps like this. I love shit like this.
Yeah, that was dope, man.
Huh?
Like an iPad?
No, it's like this one. It's like a magnet. I'll be right back. Oh, I got it. Inshallah. I'll be back.
Yeah, we'll pause it right there, man. So it was definitely dope that. Did you suggest the band? Did they suggest the band?
Nope, this was last minute. Someone that the main organizer, Harlan, he had contacted me. He's like, hey man, you think there'll be enough time for this drum thing? I'm like, bro, that'd be perfect. Mm-hmm. That like totally fits well, like what I had going on, and the crowd loved it. And it's a not-for-profit that helps younger kids, bro. So that's like obviously the goal. And if you see, they're all like young, probably middle school age kids, and they came out. The crowd loved it. I mean, I would definitely recommend anyone having them out to their events, or if we do this next year, I'd love to have them again. But again, the way I wanted the stage set up, if the floor would have been on the ground, centered, it would have looked really cool to have the people dancing still while the drummers were there. But you see how the drummers were to the left and the stage was to the right?
Yeah.
It's like...
You divide it?
It's too... Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So ideally, if it was dead center, you would have had the floor with the breakers and then the drummers in the right there, and then like the stage with the DJ and the judges. But again, it's all good. Everyone had a good time. It's just like those are the things that I nitpick on that I want to improve on.
Yeah. But again, man, if you wouldn't have said, would have been picture perfect. But I want to pause it here because we passed 2 people. I don't know if you saw the first slowdown with Zen.
Yeah,
and then this guy right here, Be Easy Photography, man.
Bro, he actually he was gonna take pictures and he was like trying to take pictures and then he realized he didn't have his SIM card. So he has his camera, but he actually didn't take any photos.
Hey, bro. Trust me, I've done that where I brought my cameras, even though the little shit, and I forgot my SIM card, bro. And I don't know why this always happens. I always bring the SIM card with the smallest memory.
Right. Oh yeah. Yep.
Dude. So man, yeah, definitely dope, man. Yeah, let's keep going a little bit. Ooh. Shout out to Vic Monsta, man. If you don't mind me asking, man, what made you want to pick him? Because, bro, you know so many of them.
Yeah, well, Rick obviously
brings it.
He's like another well-known guy. He doesn't get a lot of opportunities to do battles like this because he's so busy doing parties and weddings and shit. So, it's definitely like showing off his skill set in another degree, and also him being local. And then my other DJ is a good friend of ours named E-Dub. He's from Chicago, and he just brings another like style. So it's always good to have like contrasting styles, so you don't get like the same, like if you got 3 DJs who are doing the same shit, it's kind of like it defeats the purpose of having 3 DJs. They're both very different, but similar at the same time.
Yeah. Well, definitely dope. Both dope DJs, man. Keep going.
Bros! Super Bros! So how you guys doing today? Make some noise!
Bro, these guys, every time I listen to them, bro, they give me that straight hip-hop, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I love them, man.
And they sounded like, even my wife was like, "Man, they sound so good." Like the way they sounded on the mic, it sounded like how a CD should sound, but even better,
Yeah. Again, bro, I hope we. Sorry for making you repeat yourself, but yeah, bro, the Super Bros, man. Again, were they just straight another group that you thought in your mind right away, or?
They were definitely like in my top bracket. I've definitely had a few people in mind, but like I mentioned with Chemistry, they've been working really hard this last year, so they're like really fresh in people's minds. And with Mike Check and Dana, they've been so consistent for the last 10, 15 years that they just have the experience and they have the track list, and they're another group that I know can bring a show. They didn't just do 1 or 2 songs, they did a whole show, basically did the whole album. And again, like when they got off the stage, bro, they were drenched in sweat, because they were out, they were performing, and that's what I wanted, and that's what I want people to see, that it's not going up there, especially for like rappers, especially 2 rappers who are coming up. Like, it's not about just standing on the stage and not moving. Like, these dudes are back and forth, they're jumping, they're getting the crowd involved. Like, you can see Dana, he kind of like agreed with Ricky and to like do things with the volume. So he would turn his volume down and say something, turn it back up. That he's knows how to do a show. So that's they were definitely high on my like list of people who I wanted to perform.
Yeah, because they fit perfectly. A dance battle and them being dope hip hop artists. That style of
and then the style of like the hip hop they do, like just fits well with this environment. Like, maybe I wouldn't book them for something else, but for this type of crowd, no, like I don't know, because there's just so many different styles of rap. There's probably some things that they might not fit as well. Not saying that they wouldn't rock it, but there might be other styles that if I would have brought here would have been like, the feel might have been too slow or not the right, vibe. And these dudes brought the energy, and bro, like it was amazing.
Yeah, very dope, man. Let's keep going. Almost there.
Listen, this is for Rockford. Right, this is by Rockford, for Rockford. I'm a guest in your house, but I want this thing to keep growing and keep going. Okay? So let's go. Okay? Okay? So let's make this picture live. At the count of 3, we're all going to say Rockford. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Is he double still over there slinging that good stuff? Slinging man, all his gear's laced.
So stupid.
Yeah, bro, I definitely wanted to leave that in there because that was definitely dope. Like, he has plenty of good moments. I just wanted to grab that and put it on the pod. Definitely dope guy.
Actually a school teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Chicago.
Holy shit. Yeah, what not?
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have told me that, I thought he was like some record dude.
He actually, so back in like the 90s, he would do hip hop shows.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure when he got into teaching, but like the level, the phase that I met him in, he was a school teacher, still is a school teacher. I can't think of the name of the high school he works at. And he's also big into wrestling.
Okay.
Like he goes to independent wrestling shows.
Yeah, oh, dope. And so yeah, he mentioned E-Double, bro. Mm-hmm. Definitely dope. What made you pick him? I don't know if you said that when we were talking about Rick.
I mentioned it briefly, but yeah, I've known E-Double for a long time. He's just a really well-known DJ. He's from like a respected crew, and he just started that brand with the shoelaces. So he's been traveling a lot to events to sell his like merchandise.
And I was gonna say, was he a b-boy as well? Because that clothing, the shoes, that gives me like he did.
Yeah, I think he might have started breaking and then just got more into DJing. And he actually DJ'd my first major event in like 2008.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, we've known him since like 2008 probably.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep going, man.
Oh man, sorry. It takes talent to come up with that. Here we go. Okay, so you'll do the judges? Okay, guys, so we have 3 judges here that have been eliminating people left and right, crushing people's dreams. Or making people's dreams, depending on how you look at it. Shout out to the dad right there. Here we go. But here we go. You're gonna go one round, just show the crowd what you do and why you have the right to sit at that chair and tell people, why they weren't good enough to win. No, just kidding. Here we go. Rick, are you ready? Rockford, are you ready? Whoever wants it. One round. Oh, Ricardo!
Oh. Yeah, the first guy, bro, Ricardo Senna, right? Senna. Because it's weird. I know somebody that has the same name, but instead of the S, it's a C.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I believe they're related to him because I remember seeing him and my boys like in one of his like mixtape covers.
Oh, it might be. Who's it you talking about?
Well, there's the Sennas with the C, but like Jose Senna, Eric Senna, Danny Senna.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah. Him was he. Why did you pick him?
Ricardo, I've known for a long time. He was when I started breaking. He was already like popular. He was already like famous. But Ricardo, his era was mainly battling at parties. He never really went to competitions. Mm-hmm. But at that time in Rockford, there was just like you go to parties and quinceañeras and there was battles. There was like a bunch of b-boys. He was a dad at a really early age, so he had to get to work and do all that. So he kind of never got to like. He didn't get to really experience what the rest of us did, but he never stopped like loving breaking and stuff. He just had to adjust his life. But dude, when I was like 15, 14, like he was like one of the best, like hands down. He was amazing,
And he was also on your podcast, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely go check it out, man. Links for the podcast below in the description. Definitely go check it out. Was he really hurt, or was he just?
He's just been out the game. Like,
okay.
He doesn't practice, you know.
Yeah.
But he hasn't lost though. If he practiced for like a month, he'd probably be just as good as he was, you know, back then. But like I mentioned, he kind of deviated from breaking because he got into working and got married and did all that stuff. But yeah, he was like, I think he was probably the first friend I had who became a dad, and we were like in high school, you know. So he really had to change his lifestyle. And props to him, man, because he manned up. You know, he got 3 kids with the same woman, and you know, where most of the guys, I think he became a dad at like 15. Where most people would have ran off, he stuck by, and I mean, I'll always respect him for that.
Yeah, definitely respect, man, because having kids is
tough, man. But he's a teenager. Yeah.
But we'll get on to the next judge.
He's hurt.
Low-key, I was kind of mad. I thought I had a good shot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, until I looked it over. I was like, bro, I can't even see his footwork.
I know, right?
Whew. What about this, man?
So, Stress, I met 20 years ago this past July at Davis Park, and we're breaking out there for Fiesta Hispana. And he's just always been a good dude. Like, he's, one of my best friends. He doesn't really dance anymore. He's actually like...
Really, bro?
I know. Well, he trains, though.
Okay.
He's actually like... he's a Muay Thai fighter.
Oh, no, that makes sense.
And he travels. Yeah. He goes to Mexico a lot to fight. He goes to Canada.
Oh, shit.
It's crazy because he got into fighting really late in his life, where most people start fighting like really young.
Yeah.
He got into Muay Thai probably like in his 30s. But he's very well conditioned, and he's always been like... just really dynamic. Like, I got videos of him doing really crazy shit, and he's just like, his mind, the way he like constructs his stuff is just, he's really complicated dude. And I thought he'd be perfect. And also, I wanted someone that was black, to represent like the traditional Lemons Lake. He's from the West Side. He lives in the West Side. He went to Auburn High School, and that's why I wanted diverse judges. So you see, like, Ricardo's Mexican, Stress is black, and Kid Jungle's Laos. I wanted to show the diversity.
Okay, yeah, very dope, man. You definitely didn't go wrong, bro, because they definitely knew it looked like they knew what they were doing.
Right. Oh yeah.
We're gonna head on to the third judge.
Last but not least, Kid Jungle, everybody.
Dude, do you feel that pressure, man? Like, have you ever did a stand and like, I mean, the pressure from that stand hurt you?
What do you mean? Oh, like a move?
Like you know how both the last 2 judges, they kind of stood up at a stance.
Yep.
Have you ever stood up on a stance, but like the pressure, like you're pressing on like the wrong side?
Yeah. You don't feel it initially because of the adrenaline.
Okay.
But if you train well and you know how to warm up your body, you'll
build up.
No, you'll be less likely to hurt yourself.
Okay.
Warming up, stretching, doing these body rolls and stuff will definitely help you out. It does happen. But when you practice something, bro, you just know you know your body, you know where to put your hand placements. Not saying that mistakes don't happen, because they do, but I say 9 times out of 10 you just really understand your surroundings.
Yeah, bro, because man, some of them twirling, bro. Well, I mean, I never breakdance, right? But I know somewhat of momentum.
Sure.
Yeah. Momentum can be kind of dangerous.
Yeah, it can work against you if you don't know how to use it correctly.
Yeah, and but this judge, bro, how long did you know him? Who is he?
Kid Jungle's I mean, he's really well known in Rockford, again, from the 90s. He was one of the first, probably the first breaker I really seen. He came to my middle school in 1999, and that's when I first saw him in person. Well, I actually didn't meet him till like 2005, because of MySpace. You know what I'm saying? I was able to like tell him, because he was in Rockford and he moved to Chicago and he didn't know there were still people out here breaking. So I found him on MySpace. I told him we were out here practicing, and we've been friends ever since. John was always been like, I'll always credit him to being one of the first people that got me into breaking. Watching him and his friend Flacco was like that changed my life, bro. Like watching that, and we've always been friends. Every time we do something in Rockford, if he can come out, he'll come out and support. So I was happy for him to come out. You know. And everyone here, like all these judges, are all from Rockford. They're all like I mentioned, they're all different nationalities, but they all got a lot of history here, man. So it was cool to have like all this history on the stage together. It was like really, like, for those that were there to see it, you know, it was like you really got a special moment in time, because you know, it might not happen again. You know, like Jungle lives in Chicago. You know, Ricardo got 3 kids. Stress, he fights all over the country. Like, you know, it's just time is just like it doesn't always work out.
Yeah.
And I was happy that Harlan, the guy on the left, the African American guy, he's the one who organized it. He's the one who like called me.
Okay.
So I was, you know, thankfully he called me with enough advance in time that I was able to get. Like, I messaged all these guys in like February. I was like, have July open, and we were good after that, you know.
Yeah, dude, and dude, very dope, man. I'm glad I got there, got to go there and see it, bro, and record some of it. Again, I have the whole thing. You can trim the fat as you please, if you want to, bro. Cause yeah, this video is just for. I just want to show the highlights that were cool and stuff.
Yeah.
And who you picked to be a part of it, cause you know you definitely know your people. Mm-hmm. So to see it come all together, bro, it was definitely beautiful,
cool, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, I'm glad you came out. I'm glad everyone came out. And again, like, coming out to Lemons Lake, you have nothing to lose because it's free. There's plenty of parking. Like, the whole park is like a parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and we're definitely gonna continue because we're like a minute in. So.
I want you guys to make sure you go to Live at Levin's Talent Show and Concerts page. That's why it's called Live at Levin's. You go on live, you go to that page, you know, get your, put your pictures over there, put your videos over there. Like it. Because that's what this is all about, Live at Levin's. Live at Levin's, everybody. So please make some noise for Mike.
Yes, again, guys, definitely go, if you heard him, definitely go check it out, right? Live at Levin's, Facebook, Instagram too, or
just Facebook right
just
now.
Just Facebook. Yeah. Definitely support, because it really is a beautiful thing, man. For real, man. Yeah, we're kind of wish I know a little bit about it sooner, man.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Mike, where you at? Where's he at?
Bro, that bro came out dope as hell, bro.
Yeah.
But guess what? He made a trip here. His son's performed. And he donated this. So that's love right there, okay? Show him the trophies. Show him the trophies real quick. Paint can style. All right. So one of them is going to get first place. One of them will get second place. And of course, this will be the cash prize. One of them will get a full gas tank, and the other one will get a half gas tank.
Hey, but he's not wrong now.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
And I paused it right here, bro, because I definitely want to thank you, bro, for letting me contribute the trophies, man. It was definitely an honor, man.
Dude, appreciate it, man. They loved it. I know the last one he did in Milwaukee, that little kid loved it too. He was from the Ukraine.
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy.
It was wild. Yeah.
I'm like, what? You know, and again, when I make them, bro, it's just like that person be like, damn, bro, I actually won.
Right.
So it's solidified in that trophy right there. Like, damn, I actually won.
Yeah, definitely. And it's I mean, it's one of a kind. It's like there's no copies of it. I think it's really like unique. It's really special to the person, and it's cool, man. And I think other people are watching. You know, like other people are probably like, man, I want to win that trophy. You know, it sets a goal, you know, for other people coming up.
And also that fucking carpet. Yeah. Shout out what Mike?
Mike. Iltereds. He came from Milwaukee. Another good dude, man. He does a lot of stuff on his own. He makes his own shirts, his own rugs, his own like. He does a lot.
Yeah, right. He's like basically like an art seller. He sells everything, bro. Yeah. So definitely shout out him, man, for also donating the trophy. Did you mention it to him, or he was just like, "Hey, let me do this"?
He threw it out there, man.
Yeah.
I didn't throw it out there at all. I DJ'd for him in Milwaukee when I took that trophy, and he's like, "Oh, I got you." And like, we that's how we function. It's like, bro, you got me, I got you. It's like all good, And when he threw that my way, I was like, dude, are you sure? Like, I'm not trying to take advantage of you because I respect him, And I said, no, he wanted to. He got a lot of good pictures. A lot of people have been approaching him to do custom work, and that's the goal, man. Like, hopefully with you and with him, and people get like, it gets their brand or their product out there. More people want to like hit them up and follow them, and I know it helps us out, man. I mean that picture with the rug, like, it got shared all over, and people saw it, and people have been asking about it. So I direct them right to him, and hopefully it helps everyone out,
Yeah, and I definitely want to thank you for not saying, "Oh, Angel's over there."
Dude, I was gonna, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to kill his momentum hosting.
No. I to tell you the truth, I'm glad you didn't say, "Oh, the trophy guy's over there."
Oh,
No, because I prefer my brand to be out there.
Sure.
So when they go reach the brand and they'd be like, "Hey, can you do this work for me?" I can say no. Instead of in person where I feel kind of bad, like, oh,
Sure. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But if you see me in public and I donate something, don't.
Just leave me alone.
Yeah. No, I just like, because in the end, bro, I know what I did.
Right.
Like, you didn't have to mention my name at all because I was up there on stage. Sure. My trophies, that's me up there.
Cool, man.
So.
And they were dope, man. They look really good.
Yeah, thank you, man. I just want to finish out the video because it's not much, a few seconds.
And that picture right there got shared a lot. You can see the trophies, you can see the rug.
I see everybody, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Yeah, because I first edited this video to be a YouTube video, right? But then I was like, because I'm missing a lot, still a lot.
Yeah.
It's just the basics. Woo. Vic, man, that was definitely dope, man.
That's a good time, dude. Yeah, hopefully we could do it again next summer.
Bigger and better.
Hopefully, it's up to them if they liked it. If not, it's all good. I'll find another way. It was cool to work with the partners because they were able to facilitate a lot, like the location and obviously like the funding. It makes it easier. But if not, we'll find other ways and keep it moving and grooving.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, again, hopefully it does, man. And if you need help, I'll definitely let me know, man.
Yeah.
I'm always willing to help the best I can.
Appreciate it, man.
That's pretty much it, bro. Pretty much it for the podcast. I really appreciate you coming
dude, it's always a good time coming out.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't think we were gonna have anything to talk about. Like, what the fuck? So I'm glad that we got a full episode, man.
No, bro. If I ever tell you to come on, it's because I for sure know
cool.
I have shit to talk to about.
You're a professional.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really say professional.
No, we're all professionals now.
Yeah. But again, like, I know you're a busy man, so I definitely wouldn't just have you on just because,
Appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it, for real.
Because you again, we're going back to just recording,
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate you letting me record you, even though we haven't had much time to like really get to know each other. Because again, you're a busy man, and I'm also a busy person.
Man.
And shit.
Hell yeah.
So it definitely is dope. Letting me have the opportunity to film what you've been doing and stuff,
Appreciate
and letting me talk to you about it.
Appreciate it, man. Hell yeah.
And again, man, you're always welcome. Just in case I don't hit you up, but you definitely have shit to talk about, you're always welcome.
Cool, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Whenever. Yeah, man. If you guys are still watching, definitely go check out Vic on his platforms. Until then, stay tuned and stay safe.
Cool, man. Peace out. Thanks, everybody.